Well, in the 1960s, you couldn't buy a slide in a store. You had to break a bottle, or you had to use like a knife, basically. Those were your only choices. You'd had to either break a bottle or use a penknife. And my guy friends like Stephen Grossman, John Hammond, they would break bottles and get a beautiful slide that would fit on their hand and sand down the end, you know, so I watched them play slide, and I looked for this bottle that would fit my rather small hand, and there was never anything that would fit my hand. So I thought eventually that there was no chance. So I just did all the Robert Johnson slide stuff, you know. Or whatever, I think I used to be better at that without the slide than I am now. Now it feels very awkward. But I did all of the Robert Johnson stuff without a slide. I even went as far as thinking to myself, his playing is so clean and it's so perfect. Could it be that he isn't using a slide? That I actually visited that for a while. And you know, now I can clearly hear that it's a slide. But at the time when I first listened, I thought, it's too perfect, it can't be a slide, you know. So years later, John Hammond said, get yourself a socket wrench. He said they come in all sizes. So that allowed me, about maybe 10 years ago, to actually pick out something that fit my hand, 14 millimeter deep well socket, and to start playing. At first it was so difficult. I really felt like I was never gonna get it. And I was always trying to do the wrong thing, which is I was trying to get to the exact fret and the exact note at high speed, land where I needed to be, and lock in. And it was very stiff and terrible sounding, because that's not how to play slide. But I thought that it was about precision, as if you were playing, say, a violin, there's no frets there, and you have to land in the exact right spot, otherwise it'll be a little flat, a little sharp, and sound horrible. So I was perceiving slide like that too, and I was going, you know, and it was very stiff and awkward sounding. Then Bonnie Raitt and I recorded Ramblin' on My Mind together. And as we were mixing, I was listening to her slide part, and I was going, wow, it's relaxed. It's not all tense like I've been trying to do it. I mean, I was trying I'm going to say for 5 years I tried, and it was terrible what I was doing. Then I heard Bonnie's part, and I listened, and I just said, I'm doing it all wrong. It's about rocking the note. It's like this funky, relaxed thing, and it changed everything. I went, instead of just trying to get there and stay there, it's about... She had this beautiful rocking thing going on, and that changed everything for me. Then I started reapproaching slide, and I realized that, you know, it's not about precision. It's about feel and energy and attitude. You know, the slide has, particularly this slide, which is, again, the socket wrench, has a weight to it, and it makes a nice clacking sound, you know. I use it where maybe a little thin piece of metal wouldn't have that same, you know, that same contact with the neck that gives you that good percussion.
Down south when you do anything that's wrong. Down south when you do anything that's wrong. Down south when you do anything that's wrong. Sure put you down on the county farm. Put you down under a man called Captain Jack. Put you down under a man called Captain Jack. Put you down under a man they call Captain Jack. Sure write his name up and down your back. Put you down in a ditch with a great long spade. Put you down in a ditch with a